What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Gonna talk about your wrestling news wrap up for July 2nd, 2015. WWE NXT Diva injured. WWE NXT Diva Becky Lynch talked to Devin Taylor in the video embedded below, talking about a recent hip flexor injury. Lynch noted she suffered a strain in her NXT TakeOver Women's title match against current NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks. Lynch noted that she tried to work through the injury and hide it, but she further aggravated and now had to take several more weeks off. As far as her plan for her return goes, Lynch said, and I quote, "It's giving me more motivation than ever. So believe me when I say, when I come back, I'm going for that NXT Women's Championship, and this time there's going to be a different ending. This is just the start of NXT." Backstage update on TNA Invasion Angle, how it came together. Did TNA approach always in the past? Jeff Jarrett made his return on TNA Impact Wrestling last week as founder of Global Force Wrestling. It's been said that the surprise of Jarrett returning might have been somewhat of a shock, but the Invasion Angle is not. TNA Wrestling is said to be desperate to save their television deal with Destination America and need anything to garner interest in their television show. Jarrett and TNA have had a sour and heated relationship over the past few years, including TNA people burying Jarrett more recently, and TNA pulling contract talent from GFW live events. TNA had approached Ring of Honor a few times to run a smaller Invasion Angle, but Always had denied them, so TNA didn't go to Always this time around. TNA talent did ask about an Always Invasion on the conference call a few weeks back after Always moved to Destination America. John Gabuick said he couldn't say anything, but hinted like there could be something in place, or might be. One of the invasions that was proposed for Always in TNA was for a one-night only pay-per-view. It's being reported that TNA contacted Always about exchanging talent last year, but not doing an invasion. They then also inquired in early 2015 about an early angle from Always and specifically requested they wanted the Kingdom and Maria Kanellis, but obviously nothing ever materialized. Vince McMahon Tough Enough contestant Josh Brady was said to be Vince McMahon's favorite in the competition, but that hadn't translated with viewers. It said that all he really done is show he's a really big guy. On the other hand, reports say most or all other women will get developmental deals as they mentally steam into wrestling. Breedy was in the bottom three the first week along with ZZ and Avery. Yama got voted out, but was not put in the bottom three the next week. WWE DVD. The 5 most shipped WWE released DVD over the past 9 months have been WWE Slam City, 119,000, WrestleMania, 92,000, The Best of Steam, 88,000, Attitude Era Volume 2, 83,000, John Cena Greatest Rivalry, 52,000. For comparison, WrestleMania sales are down 26.4% from last year. WrestleMania DVD are down 32.4% from 2013 and 57% from 2012, which were not network years, but last year was. Original plan for TNA Slammiversary. According to reports, the match was originally set to headline the TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view. Like tonight, TNA World Championship match was moved to television due to continually issues, as well as TNA needed to focus on television ratings more than pay-per-view buys. TNA needed to save their television deal with Destination America and they put more marketing effort into the TV taping instead of focusing on the few thousand pay-per-view buys. Slammiversary largely went unbooked and unpromoted until the past week or so, including the main event King of the Mountain match being booked during the live tape delayed episode of Impact Wrestling in Impact last week. This was the first TNA pay-per-view to be broadcast live since the Destination America move, and it was speculated that the only reason TNA Slammiversary took place as it did was booked months in advance and they didn't want to cancel it. Update on the TNA and Global Force Wrestling Talent Exchange, who Jerick also wanted. As noted, it's been discussed that some sort of talent exchange between TNA and Global Force Wrestling would take place, in addition to the rumor invasion angle. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, one other name Jerick wanted was Matt Hardy, but it doesn't seem to be in the book. The idea with Hardy will be a good ticket seller for Global Force Wrestling, including the big television taping in Las Vegas this month. When did WWE offer Dolph Ziggler a new contract? WWE actually offered Dolph Ziggler a new contract a few weeks ago, and as of now it remains unclear as to whether or not Ziggler had actually signed it. In an interview he did earlier this week on the Chad Duke Wrestling Show, Ziggler said he had yet to sign the new deal. Ziggler was reportedly given an offer a few weeks back, and when he didn't sign it, it prompted a lot of speculation regarding his future. But the belief is that he will resign and remain with WWE. Backstage news on possible top WrestleMania 32 match plans: Undertaker, Sting, Cena, Bryan, possible Hall of Fame introduction, and more. According to the Wrestling Observer, while details on the exact matches are scarce at this point, Vince McMahon has reportedly decided on the top 6 matches at WrestleMania 32, and Daniel Bryan is currently not factored into pay-per-view plans. This is because WWE officials are unsure whether or not he will be able to compete. As for Sting, Vince is reportedly against the idea of Sting versus The Undertaker, so that match will likely not happen. WWE does have plans for Sting, and it could include him competing at WrestleMania or a Hall of Fame induction as he now lives in the Dallas area. As for John Cena, Vince McMahon had his opponent picked out, but that name has yet to be revealed. WWE still wants The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H at Mania, or 2 single matches with the men and women. This of course all depends on how willing UFC is to allow Rousey to compete at WrestleMania. NXT Diva get new ring name. NXT Diva Dasha Kuret new ring name going forward is Dasha Fute. The name change had already been reflected online. Dasha, who is signed to NXT as developmental talent, also noted that she is joining the NXT broadcast team starting in August. In addition to being working as a wrestler, Dasha had also done some backstage and in-ring interview work for the NXT brand. The rating for last night's WWE Tough Enough broadcast is in. Booker T, Comic-Con, Virgil, and more. Booker T, Ariane, Andrew, and Virgil have been announced as doing signing in the giant autograph section all 4 days of the San Diego Comic-Con from July 9th through 12th. Booker and Ariane will sign from 2:30 p.m. through 7 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, and then 1:30 p.m. through 5 p.m. on Sunday. Last night's episode of Tough Enough suffered the typical drop seen by shows a week after their premiere. The show drew in 1.47 million viewers in a 0.32 rating in the 18 through 49 demographic. Those numbers are down 13% and 20% from the premiere 1.209 million viewers and 0.4 demo rating. A 20% is the expected drop for most series when they debut, although the relatively soft number for the show debut doesn't help. Tough Enough ranked number 27 for the night among cable shows, down from number 21 last week. Plan for Jimmy Uso to be a SmackDown announcer. With Booker T working on WWE Tough Enough, the plan for now will to be for Brian Saxton as a regular third man on the Raw announce team. Jimmy Uso is having a tryout as an announcer on SmackDown. Brock Lesnar working more house shows this year. Brock Lesnar may be working house show on August 8th in Sydney, Australia, and November 6th in London as the O2 Arena base of Suplex City t-shirt being made for those markets. As of this writing, there is no confirmation of Lesnar working those shows, only confirmation of the shirt being made. Lesnar's contract was said to have more dates per year than the original deal he was on, because he received a raise. Backstage news on this Saturday WWE Beast in the East special. WWE is going to have commentary on Saturday Beast in the East show in Tokyo, Japan as the Rakugoku Kogurian, but the announcer will not be in attendance in Japan, but rather in Stanford calling the action. There is no word on who is calling the show at this time. Also, WWE is expected to have a pre-show and a post-show, although not 100% confirmed that there will be a post-show at this time, and this meaning that the entire card will not be shown on the network. The Japan show is expected to last for 3 hours, but only 2 hours of the show will be shown on the WWE network. When asked about what will be the main event, Dave Meltzer said on a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio that he's not sure what the main event for the WWE Network version of the show will be, but for the live crowd in Japan, it will be John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. WWE could air the main event, the tag team match, and cut out some of the undercard matches to make the show into a 2-hour show for the network, but that's not confirmed by any means. Backstage update on plans for Finn Balor at Beast in the East Network special. As we exclusively reported last week, the current plan in WWE is for Finn Balor to defeat Kevin Owens to capture the WWE NXT title at the Beast in the East Network special on Saturday. According to the Wrestling Observer, the belief in WWE is that Owens is pretty finished with his run in NXT and will be exclusively working main roster events following the Tokyo show. We also know that there is a very good chance Owens will defeat John Cena at Battleground to become the new United States champion. Backstage news on Kurt Angle's neck surgery and ring return. The tumor Kurt Angle has in his neck is benign and has actually been there since 2012. The tumor hasn't been an issue for Kurt up until now, as it was beginning to block a nerve in Angle's neck, which was causing some atrophy in one of his arms. The surgery Angle is undergoing is not major, and he is expected to be able to return to the ring in about 3 weeks. Which match will headline the Beast and the East Tokyo show? News on the event, commentary team, Lesnar vs. Kingston, and more. As noted, Brock Lesnar vs. Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens vs. Finn Balor for the WWE NXT title, and John Cena and Dolph Ziggler vs. Kane and King Barrett are all confirmed matches for the Beast in the East WWE Network special, and live from the Tokyo Dome on Saturday morning. The Wrestling Observer is reporting the tag team match featuring John Cena will likely main event the show, as it's being advertised locally as a main event for the night. Lesnar vs. Kingston won't main event, as that will be a squash match, and although the NXT title match has been heavily promoted, it's not being built as a main event. In related news, Michael Cole and Byron Saxton will be handling commentary for the Tokyo Dome show, and it's likely the two will be calling the show from WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Dana White provided update on CM Punk's UFC debut. UFC President Dana White recently spoke with TMZ Sports and provided the following CM Punk update. And I quote, "The respect that this guy has earned from his team, his coaches, he a dog," Dana said. "He actually just moved to Milwaukee so he can be closer to training, and he committed to this thing. The guy an absolute stud and a joy to work with. He's looking phenomenal. He can call me, and when he's ready to fight, he calls me and it's on. Man, I'm thinking early next year." WWE broadcasting more events on the network. WWE does have planned a more live special on the WWE network as they doing this Saturday with the Tokyo Dome show. The idea might not necessarily be to air actual special, but rather air a bigger, already scheduled live event. The rating for Tuesday night WWE Raw replay broadcast on the USA Network is in. This week's 2-hour WWE Raw replay drew an average 604,000 viewers. And finally, backstage update. How is Tyson Kidd doing after surgery? Natalya WWE return update and more. Tyson Kidd is said to be doing well following his neck surgery on June 24th. The surgery is said to have gone well, and he is in less pain now than he was after his knee surgery a few years back. Natalya made a joke about him having Cena healing power. She's still off TV while she helped Kidd recover. She was brought to TV but wasn't used on Raw, instead participating in a Be a Star rally, and went home before SmackDown. Well, that it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.